A fourth woman has made an allegation about the man at the centre of a major political scandal prompted by the alleged rape of former staffer Brittany Higgins inside Parliament House. Political reporter Jade McMillan explains.
A woman who wants to remain anonymous was socialising with colleagues at a Canberra bar in 2017 when she alleges that the same man who assaulted former Liberal staffer Brittany Higgins reached his hand under the table and stroked her thighs. I said this woman does want to remain anonymous at this stage, but it's been reported that she made a formal report at a police station in Canberra yesterday.
Authorities coordinating the rollout of the COVID-19 vaccination at the federal level are promising to use lessons from both here and overseas to refine distribution and best protect the population. Thousands of frontline workers in Australia have begun receiving the jab, with politicians and health authorities describing the day as a milestone. Australia's Deputy Chief Medical Officer Michael Kidd believes his job is to gather as much information as possible to streamline the process.
In other countries, we're watching very closely to see the impact of the vaccination rollout in their countries as well. And of course, we'll be monitoring and documenting things very closely in Australia as well.
An international survey has found Australian institutions have enjoyed a big jump in public trust for the way they've led the nation during the COVID-19 pandemic. Global communications firm Edelman has interviewed 33,000 people across 28 countries about their national response to the crisis to create an international trust barometer. Senior business correspondent Peter Ryan says trust in governments and business has grown at a faster rate in Australia than anywhere else. But the survey has also taken the national temperature in other areas.
The barometer is showing that people have been using the COVID crisis for other things, to think about things like the impact of artificial intelligence on future job opportunities, the way climate change is being handled, and perhaps slow action by some governments to adopt climate-friendly policies. And the survey's shown that some Australians are more concerned about the environment than catching COVID-19 themselves.
Crown Resort's suitability to run Melbourne's casino will be put to the test by a new Royal Commission in Victoria. Here's state political reporter Richard Willingham.
The Andrews government says it's taking the action after a New South Wales inquiry found the gambling giant was not suitable to hold a casino licence. Former federal court judge and senior barrister Raymond Finkelstein QC has been appointed commissioner, and the inquiry must report back by the 1st of August. The damning findings of the Bergen inquiry in New South Wales were based on incidents and behaviour, including money laundering at Crown Casino in Melbourne. It exposed the inadequacies of the Victorian Commission for Gambling and Liquor Regulation. The Premier, Daniel Andrews, says the Royal Commission is about making sure those who hold a casino licence have the highest standards of probity and integrity.
Emergency services are at the scene of a collision between a train and a road train in Kalgoorlie in WA's Goldfields. Police say the train has been derailed and the driver has been injured and is being treated by paramedics at the scene. Police have set up roadblocks around the area in Parkston and have urged motorists to avoid the area. A far north Queensland man has pleaded guilty to manslaughter over the death of a little boy who was left behind on a childcare centre bus. Christy Sexton-McGrath reports.
3-year-old Malik Nicholas Floyd Namak Malamu died after he was left on a daycare bus on a hot day in Cairns more than a year ago. Former Good Start Early Learning Centre director, 45-year-old Michael Glenn Lewis, was driving the bus at the time and subsequently charged with manslaughter. During an indictment presentation in the Supreme Court in Cairns this morning, Lewis's legal representatives asked for him to be arraigned on the charge, and he pleaded guilty. He's due to be sentenced tomorrow. The charge carries a maximum penalty of life imprisonment.
In cricket, New Zealand has taken a 1-0 lead in the 5-match 2020 series against Australia after a 53-run win in Christchurch. The South African-born Devon Conway finished unbeaten on 99 as the Black Caps made 5 for 184 off their 20 overs. Daniel Sams and Jai Richardson took 2 wickets each. In reply, the Aussies found themselves at 4 for 19 at one stage and were bowled out for just 131 in the 18th over. Mitchell Marsh top scored with 45, and Game 2 is in Dunedin on Thursday. Taking a look at the capital city weather in Brisbane, 27 right now, a shower or two and a top of 32 tomorrow. In Sydney, 21 at the moment, a shower or two and a top of 23 for Tuesday. Canberra currently 18 degrees, a morning shower and a top of 19 on the way. It's 17 in Melbourne right now, partly cloudy and 19 the maximum tomorrow. Hobart currently 12 degrees, dropping to 9 tonight before a partly cloudy top of 19. Adelaide, it's 17 right now and a partly cloudy top of 22 expected for your Tuesday. Perth, currently 33 degrees. You're in for a very hot and sunny day again tomorrow with a top of 38. And in Darwin right now, it is 30 degrees. You're in for showers, a possible storm, not unusual for this time of the year, and a top of 31 degrees tomorrow. You're listening